What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy J Star back again with the Thursday Night Football Showdown. Here we go, man. So we're gonna get into this as we always do, man, breaking down offensive personnel here. So it looks like we got the Panthers who are running an 11 personnel offense. The Bears are running a 21 personnel offense, and both defenses is a zone style defense here. So breaking it down from the Panther side of things, it looks like since the Bears is giving up almost literally everything, except for I would say wide receiver points is decent. It's not like the worst in the league or anything, but everything else they basically giving up. So it's looking like with 11 personnel here, we're going to say definitely Hubbard is going to be in play then at captain there, as well of course as Thielen though, because even with this 11 personnel, they're kind of only targeting one receiver a lot. So he's definitely going to be in play to get the whole amount of fantasy points there for wide receiver that Chicago's given up because of that. And then I would say, let's see. Bears also giving up defense too as well. It's pretty high in the leagues, like second in the league. So if you want to take some shots at the Panthers defense being captain, you can also try that out. But besides that, it looks like quarterback could be in play, but that's going to be if we finally get to see, I would say, where is he at here? If Bryce Young actually rushes in a touchdown or something like that, then I definitely feel like he could be in play to be a captain spot there. Besides that, though, man, we're looking at just for flex options here. It looks like they need to be attacking more out wide, which I know Thielen is kind of more in the slot. And with Chark being out, though, I feel like, though, he probably ends up moving a little bit more out wide a little bit more just because of that. But also, we do have some cheap options here in Mingo and then Marshall, who was trying to get traded before the trade deadline and everything, but did not end up getting traded. So he's still on the team and has performed pretty well against zone style defenses too at that. So definitely think he's in play there for $400. We also have, where is he at? Hurst here, who's coming off of finally being targeted, I believe, and having a decent amount of fantasy points there. But also we do know they've been throwing some touchdowns to Trimble here, so he's also in play there. And then we got Sanders too, and then we got a revenge game for Eddie Pinero here at kicker, which they are giving up kicking points too. So we have like three options, other options there. And I don't see nobody else. Like I said, the defense is also going to be in place since the Bears is giving up the defense too. And it looks like that's probably much about it because Chenault is out, and that was the other receiver they actually did use. Seems like so it's going to be those three receivers. I don't think they have like a fourth receiver down here that's actually been used. So I think we're going to probably stop it there then for their side. So I think that's about it. Moving on then. Let's get off of that. So then we got a 21 personnel offense over here, which means they're trying to run the ball, and have good blocking for the run game here. So of course Foreman is going to be in play. But if we get a return from IR down here at 4,200, Herbert, which he was the lead back before. He is going to be in play, man. Impossible, a low captain play there too as well, because he's still the home back too and was the lead back before. I know Foreman has taken it up so far, but Herbert coming back could steal some goal line touchdowns. We don't know which one because Carolina is giving up one of the most touchdowns to running backs in the league right now. So either one of these running backs could actually score multiple times. It's just given the opportunity really. So I would say both of the running backs is going to be in play there. Like I said, they run 21, so they're going to be running the ball for sure. When it comes to pass catching options, though, I would think, I know this is a revenge game for where is that at? DJ Moore at the top here. Possibly, he's able to do something, but so far since Badgen has taken over, I mean, the targets have been pretty whack. Since I would say this Vegas game here, at least he had 9, was close, I do think they will try to target him a little bit more since he is going against, his old team and everything. And we do know he has that yards after the catch, talent of his that probably would be doing extra, since he is playing his old team. So he is in play, possibly to be a captain if he can do more with that. If not, though, Komet seems to be their like leader at receptions and lead. I would say receiver. It feels like it's almost like he's their number one receiver. Like Badgett is definitely throwing him the ball consistently and definitely looking at him for those end zone touchdowns. So we'll kind of lean to a little bit more Badgett than over more here, but he is going to be in play, like I said, especially with that added motivation going against his old team. Besides that, though, these four definitely are all good plays for flex options here. And then we move on to, let's see what we got here. So it's looking like Panthers is also another team that's giving up defense. So Bears defense could be in play too. Kicking points is decent. It's like 7 points there. So we could take shots at the kicker too. Mooney is not in a good spot this week. Last week he did play a team that give up the slot position. So 7,400 is kind of pretty high there for this week. But if you still want to take some shots there, just because he kind of did get in a groove and you want to take some shots there, putting him in there, you can definitely try that. Besides that though, let's see what we got here. Roschon Johnson, like I said, they're a running team, so all their running backs is kind of going to be in play there. He's more pass catching back there for them, so definitely probably still going to be in for some touches there coming out that backfield for sure. So you could actually put him there. I know Evans, he was one of the pass catching backs too as of lately. I think his role definitely I don't even know. I wonder if they're going to keep him active too for this game. If they end up activating Herbert, he might go to the practice squad. So look out for that. Tanyan, yeah, he's in play a little bit, but he's getting probably 1 or 2 targets there. It's not like they're running a 12 personnel over here, as much at least for him to get a lot of production. Below that though, trying to see. I know they've been using Scott, so he could actually be a little bit, somebody that you can go down to take down here at $200. And I don't think there's anybody else. Velus Jones is also another receiver, but they're also somebody that's only getting 1 or 2 targets and stuff like that since Badgett has taken over. But he still has the speed, so yeah, it's another $200 receiver down there. That's really about it. Mercedes Lewis, backup tight end for them, mostly in the block. So that's really about it, man. Moving on from all that, just building a lineup real quick here, man. I think it's just so much money that's freed up, and I feel like it doesn't almost even matter like how high or how low you go, you're gonna probably leave some money on the table here. And it's mostly, I think, probably because of Fields is more than likely not playing. Also, Chark is out, and he was in a good spot here, so that kind of messes up some things too. But I'm gonna just go with who I feel like is gonna get a lot of volume here, especially with Chark being out. And being that he is in the slot, they can move him around. He can play either or for them. I think that helps him out, being able to use him to attack all types of cornerbacks down the field and things like that, and get into that safety area too for them, since they do run 11 personnel here. I just think Thielen is probably going to still be able to get a nice like 20 points here, and that's what we need to get to for some fantasy, especially at captain too. I'm going to also go with a bounce back from Bryce Young here. I know he's coming off one of his worst games, through like 3 interceptions. And I know he's on the road and everything, but I do feel like, Chicago defense doesn't get a lot of pressure. So he should be able to have time to see the field and be able to produce well here. Besides that, of course, on the other side, I'm definitely going to go with Foreman. The run game for sure here. And then I'm also even going to go with an IR Herbert here. I think he is going to be activated. He's been practicing all week, so there's no reason for them not to. But by 12 noon tomorrow and everything, we'll know for sure. But I'm definitely going to go with him for now. And then I'm thinking I got to go with their number one receiver for the Bears so far, and that's Kmet. He's just producing very well, even with a backup. So that he's good with either or quarterback. So definitely got to go with him because he's basically like a safe bet there, to produce. Got a lot of options here though at the end here. So we got Mingo, Trimble, but Mingo lines up on the side where he's going against Jalen Johnson. Trimble at least comes in, and gets that goal line, definitely touchdowns. I think I would take him for sure, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take the even more money off it, and have a lot more money off savings here and go with the starting wide receiver who's filling in for DJ Chark, who was in a really good spot here, and leave this 2,700 on the board. So that's how I'm gonna finish this up, man, with this, lineup here. I feel like this could really hit. It's your boy J Star. Hope this video helps y'all out with this showdown. Hopefully y'all cash big. I'm out, y'all. Peace.